Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we will look at a game of one of my highest rated students. His name is Sujay. He's rated around 1700. He keeps getting better and better. And we're going to look at the following game for two reasons. It's a beautiful attacking display by Sujay, and also it was Sujay's birthday a short time ago, so I want to show one of my favorite games of his, which he played in the past year. This was played in over the board tournament, and Sujay is playing against someone rated a little bit over 1700 USCF. So let's take a look. Sujay starts with d4. His opponent plays g6 to fianchetto the bishop. Sujay continues with c4, bishop g7, normal developing move knight c3, possibly preparing to play e4, and black challenges the center with c5. Double attacking. Now, there are a number of possible moves. You can push the pawn and gain more space. You can support the pawn with e3, so that if black takes, you take back with a pawn. But Sujay plays knight f3, which is absolutely okay, with the idea that after takes, Sujay will recapture with the knight, which is what happened. Black took, Sujay took back, and black played the weird move here. So normal moves are developing one of your knights, or bringing your queen to put pressure on the knight. But black plays a very strange move, pawn a6, which... I mean, it stops the knight from coming to b5, but I'm not sure why black needs to stop the knight from coming to b5. And Sujay plays a really nice move. He plays e4, building the Maroczy bind structure. He takes control of this square. It's going to be very hard for black to break, and he has a lot of space in the middle right now. Black plays d6, which is reasonable, to open the door for the bishop. Sujay continues with normal development, bishop e3. Black plays knight c6, makes sense, develops the knight. Sujay plays bishop e2, getting ready to castle. Notice we don't put the bishop on d3 because it blocks the queen. It does not do too much over here. And black decides to play e5, which is just positionally insane. The problem with e5 is it's a feel-good move. You gain space, you attack the knight, but you block your bishop. You gave yourself a weak pawn on d6. And also you gave your opponent a nice outpost on d5. So this is why computer already claims that white is much, much better. And there are many ways to play, and Sujay chooses to simply take the knight immediately, putting immediate pressure on on the pawn. Black took back, and Sujay here plays another very, very, very nice move. He plays c5 immediately to put pressure on the black structure. He attacks the pawn twice. If black were to take, Sujay can first trade queens, takes. He can then take advantage of the king in the middle by castling. And then finally he would get the pawn back. And this position is amazing for white. White has a better pawn structure. Black has two isolated pawns. White already has 4 pieces developed. Black bishop doesn't make a lot of sense over here. And white is enjoying life. Which is why black decided not to take. What did black do? Black decides to double defend this pawn because it was double attacked. Sujay continues with his development. Bishop c4, improving the bishop. Computer here wants queen a4 with a double idea of improving the queen with tempo and giving this square to the rook, either with castling or just playing rook d1. But Sujay's move is good enough. The bishop improves. it's a very nice bishop now. Black plays queen c7, which sort of improves the queen, but it's not entirely clear how great this move is. And Sujay decides to take on d6. Computer here wants to castle, it wants queen f3, but taking on d6 is absolutely fine. In the game, black took with the bishop, black can take with the queen, but then again, there are a number of ways to play. You can simply play something like queen b3, double attacking the pawn, preparing rook d1. Again, white has better development. Black pawn structure is damaged. White is doing quite well. Black in the game took back with the bishop, and Sujay decides to castle. And again, white has better development. Black bishop is here. There is a hole over here for some reason. The pawn structure is damaged. The king is still in the middle. Sujay is doing much better. Black tries to complete his development with knight f6. Sujay asks the knight a question, bishop g5. And the knight decides to move to g4. And Sujay plays queen f3, putting some pressure over here, and also preparing to bring the rooks. Maybe this rook can come here, this can come here. There are ideas of sacrifice. Black plays h6, attacking Sujay's bishop. Sujay retreats the bishop, but he can play rook d1 with the idea that if black dares to take, we can take here. And of course, the point is the queen is overworked. If queen takes, we take here. The king has to move, and now these two guys are on the same line, so we simply win the queen. Sujay retreats the bishop, which is also okay. Not as strong. And here black goes wrong. Black plays f5. Black has a dream of trapping Sujay's bishop, but Sujay calculates this further. He plays a beautiful move, rook d1, bringing the rook into the game. Black, oblivious to Sujay's plans, plays g5, attacking the bishop, and Sujay simply ignores and takes on f5, because now black knight is attacked. There is a way to get in here. Black thought he had a tactic. He plays knight h2. His logic, of course, is if Sujay takes back, black will play pawn e4 with a discovery. So, for example, here e4, and black seems to be causing a little bit of trouble. But Sujay throws in a check, queen h5, king f8, and here he doesn't settle for the knight. He goes for the kill. The queen is overworked. It needs to stop the checkmate. It needs to defend the bishop. So Sujay simply takes on d6. Black cannot take because of the checkmate. Black takes rook on f1, but Sujay saw it and plays another beautiful move, rook d8. Again, the queen cannot take because there is a checkmate. So what else is there? Well, you have to move your king. If you move it here, you get mated in one move. So you can move here, but now there are several moves which win. But the key thing is we have a crisscross. And for the purposes of beautiful chess, we can sacrifice the queen, and then we checkmate with two bishops, which is beautiful. Excellent game by Sujay. Excellent attacking game. Sujay got really good. Then he developed other interests outside of chess. So I am waiting for the interest in chess to come back. And when it does, I expect many, many incredible things. So Sujay, happy birthday. I expect greatness as long as you focus on chess. Everyone else, I hope you enjoyed this very nice attacking game. And I will be back soon. Thank you.